Hi, this is Jay, and you can listen to the Hook, Line, and Thinker podcast daily here on X Vibe Radio.
Paching, ka-ching, ka-ching. It's like one of those Pachinko Palace machine games. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Earth Nephilims.
And the person that shared this story with the one telling it was as she had a handler at different points in her life that was a Nephilim and just absolute torture. But she was part of that. It was a project through the Nazis, the Hitler, some kind of bloodline. And,
I've seen something about that.
Yeah.
I was a little.
That's where you came in.
I was a little late coming in because I actually may have found out I have DNA from Nephilim if you'd have seen what just happened in the bathroom. Because I was giving birth to a giant.
Whoa, that's Geber.
Do you want to go get in your bathtub now?
Did you float the ark?
I'm surprised.
Like, yeah, with somebody's forearm over there.
Hey, did you know that you missed dub effects?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's a bummer. Especially because the next episode was going to be the tub episode.
Oh, no, I don't have a tub now.
Oh,
What?
Oh, the tub episode. I love the tub episode.
You gonna do the shower from here on out? Kitchen
That was
sink?
what Dub thought that Diggler being in the tub was just one of the funniest things ever. He's like,
well, we were gonna go from the bathtub to toilet top therapy, but I thought, you know what, I'll save you guys that.
Toilet talk therapy. That's lukewarm.
Actually,
No,
Mama
toilet top therapy.
Yeah, I got you.
Mama Heart.
Top.
Okay, change the subject. Mama Heart got a chance to meet him.
Yes, I did. And love it. Yeah,
And
it was fun.
so she got a chance to hang out with him for about an hour.
At the middle of the morning, like it was 2 in the
my
morning or 3 in the morning or something
2 or
like
3 in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrible.
Where?
Time.
Where?
Well, because
this.
time zone.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He's in Portugal. But when he realized, and I don't know why he didn't know this earlier, but when we were on tape and he goes, "Oh man, we could have done this later." I'm just like, yeah, really?
It was fine.
Nice.
I get up early in the morning anyway, so
Oh, I know for you it wasn't quite as big of a deal. And it's like for some stupid reason, I guess I wanted to dress like Wall of Voodoo.
like who?
Oh my God.
Like who?
Big black cowboy hat with all black. You know, it's like, what in the heck, you know? And he's just all casual in a hoodie and his, cap and with his dog, and Mama Harp's in her, I don't know if it was a onesie.
I'm sure it's at 3 in the morning. It was a onesie.
Right. Tuesday. Okay, so let's, we've got 24 minutes, so that's definitely enough time to get through. Somebody want to tell everybody what it is that they're listening to for the first time since we started?
You are listening to Hook, Line, and Thinker. Go ahead and watch us there or listen to us on
X Vibe.
X Vibe Radio.
Vibe.
What up?
Okay, so let's see. That was the last one that we saw. So what I want to do, I want to move into the ones for tonight. This is a strange one. I mean, they're all strange, but they're again though, TikTok directors or legit stuff. Okay, can everybody see this screen? Okay, it's dead all white right now.
It is white.
That's all white.
Okay, good.
You're all white.
Hang on. Here we go.
Oh, look at that.
Diggler, don't go anywhere. Oh, for Lord's sakes, can we get some volume on this puppy?
That guy sounds like you.
Para saber que
No, he doesn't.
este hombre echó la red en un lago para pescar peces. Cuando de
Oh,
repente
no kidding.
fue sorprendido por 2 sirenas. Fijaos cómo van hacia él. Este hombre echó la red en un lago para pescar
Watch the water.
Cuando de repente fue sorprendido por 2 sirenas. Fijaos cómo van hacia él para arrastrarlo a la
There's
boca.
one, there's
Es
two.
increíble. Están intentando meterlo ahí para saber qué. Fijaos cómo intenta huir el pobre.
What
Wow.
are they?
Es impresionante este vídeo.
Mermaids or sirens?
Woo.
Let's watch it one more time. It's really quick.
See him at eye level.
Brechó la red.
Yes, he's seen it at eye level. He's explaining it to be like, I don't know, about 8 to 10 feet tall, and then he was going at really like he was going like 50, 60 miles per hour, and this thing was keeping up with him. And then this is a while since I've heard this, but I think he did some evasive maneuvers and stuff, and he hit the thing. And then there was like these big gnarly scratches on the truck, you know, and then he had to leave, and then he went and he left because I guess he pulled over and looked at his truck and like checked things out, and then okay, I'm kind of getting some stuff mixed up. All I know is that his truck was damaged, and then he was approached by men in black, I guess you could say, or like, afterwards, and because he was going around running his mouth about it, and they wanted him to shut it up, and then they also mentioned that he was supposed to be its lunch, like he was a target for that thing, like they stuck.
Talking about the truck driver?
Yeah.
And that's what the
Truck
man
driver?
boss told him.
Hold on, I gotta turn this fan off. I can't.
Are you talking about the truck driver that shot it in the head?
Is that how it ended? He shot it in the head, or that might be another one.
It was running beside his truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put 2 in his head, shot it right to the eye socket, dropped it down over the bank. He was doing about 20 miles an hour when he did it too, but he said it was running beside him, looking down into his window, and that's a semi.
Maybe it was a different incident.
Wow.
It could be.
I'd have to look, but he did accelerate, right, and try to lose it, and it kept up with him, right?
Yeah.
So it could be the same one then.
Well, no, this truck driver, the one I'm talking about, the truck driver was only doing like 20 up a hill, but he had gotten the EBGBs fixing a line on his truck, got back in it, headed out, and that's when he noticed it in the passenger
Passenger seat.
passenger window. He looked over, and here's his head looking down into the window, running beside him.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do.
I'd probably poo-poo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, what's that? Go for it.
Oh, I said I would probably do the same.
If I had a sidearm on me, I'd do what this guy did. This guy pulled out a 357 from he had it on his side when he finally realized, and it was so close. He said it was only like 2 feet away. I mean, there's a window right there, just shot it right through the head twice, right in the eye socket.
I think because, I mean, not saying that Sasquatch is like Harry Henderson, kind of cute and cuddly. I mean, obviously, some of the stories about people that have close encounters talk about, how hideous it can be. But I think there's something about Dogman, though, when our mind realizes that what it's looking at or what it's trying to make out is the closest thing to a werewolf. That crosses so many different lines and all that, because werewolves are things of mythology, of folklore.
Yeah,
they don't
fictitious.
really exist,
And they're scary.
They say that they're 2 different entities also. That the Dogman is not a werewolf, and a werewolf is not a Dogman. But they both exist, is what they say.
Good to
right?
know.
Okay, so then, what is Dogman? Is it an experiment?
Let's start. Here's what I've heard. Let's start this way. Werewolf is something that is not continuously that creature. It shapeshifts into that creature. It has no tail. And it's usually, I guess, from what they say, much more aggressive and much stronger and capable than Dogman. And Dogman is pretty damn capable. The Dogman has a tail, has the legs like a dog, the back, they bend the wrong way. They supposedly show difficulty in slow movement, like walking, like they're walking off, how it's like it's
Clumsy kinda?
discomfort, uncomfortable for them. They can run just fine, and they are a dog man creature like they are all the time. So that's the differences.
So werewolf obviously being somebody that transforms into one, or
Yeah.
or something that shapeshifts into one.
Yeah,
Dogman
supposedly like a demonic uh, spell or curse, something like that.
Right. But Dogman being more along the lines then of either an interdimensional being or an experiment.
Yeah, or something. I got a story I'm gonna have to deliver someday when we got time. And I make sure I got everything right on it. Huh?
I said we've got
Oh,
time.
what? Well, I mean, I want to go over the story and make sure I've got all the facts right too,
Okay.
and deliver it to me properly. But it's basically, in a nutshell, a girl whose father had passed away had worked in a lab that was down by the Ocean Shores area of Washington State here, and I guess that's where they supposedly she found this note. The CIA or whoever it was came in and cleaned out his house, everything, took everything that had anything to do with record keeping or computer work or stuff like that after he passed away, and that was like protocol. And she, knowing her father, was looking around the house, and she found a note to her which described exactly what was going on with the Dogman, where it came from, how it evolved, and what they were doing with it. So I guess we are interacting with it.
Wow.
I've heard
Yeah,
that.
there's more. It was in the bottom of a curtain, the note, where the weight is on a curtain, like a living room curtain.
Yeah.
That's where the note was, inside that little pocket there, and she
Just
found
make
it.
up those stories,
Right,
you know.
Wow.
And what I looked up was, okay, Jesse, the guy that owned the hostel, it was very much under the table. It wasn't legal at all. He had applied for a business license in 2016 that allowed him to have 3 upstairs apartments.
Okay.
But when it burned down in November of this last year, there were 30 people displaced.
Wow.
9 pets died. And there's been a whole lot of like janky. It was under investigation already for not only operating without a license, but it was so not to code. It wasn't even funny. It was run with extension cords through the basement. A lot of the pathways were blocked off. None of the fire extinguishers were current. I mean, they knew they were trying to shut them down already. And then up it went. And I got to wonder, if you're under that much scrutiny and you can't get out of it, you know he had insurance, right? And I guess my daughter said this man is the slumlord of all slumlords. So I kind of wonder now if it was insurance.
Could have been.
It's so hard to say that, and that's usually the first thing that people think of when, especially when it's something along those lines. I mean, you know, gosh, thinking back as far as I can, I know so many businesses that came down under fire, and you wonder if it wasn't an insurance thing. So,
Except for the Evergreen Ballroom.
and see, that one goes through my mind because that was my night to play.
Right, and then it had no insurance, and it got
still-
torched.
Well, that's still such a sad story because of the fact that it
So
was
much history.
total loss.
I got a story for that place.
Really?
I was bouncing out there. My brother was running the DJ center, and he was sick that night, didn't come in, so a guy stood in for him. Well, my brother was giving me a ride to work there since he worked there. So
Brother worked at the ballroom?
Huh?
Your brother worked at the ballroom?
He spun. He spun. He DJ'd the music for a short while, a couple months. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
And I was working the door there. I was bouncing there. And the thing is, I told him when I knew he wasn't going to go, I said, "Look, dude, you can't be late. Be there at 2:00 because I'll be walking out about 2:15." I said, "Be there because you just, you don't leave a guy who's your lounge cop by himself with the doors locked and people, meandering off because of you never know what happened inside."
Right.
And he was late as usual, about probably 45 minutes late. But about 2:30, I'm sitting on the front steps of this place, and not the hair on the back of my neck, but
just felt like I was being looked at, you know. And there's a little store that was right to the right. If you're sitting on the steps walking out, there's a store to the right.
Right.
I had just come back from using the phone booth to call him again because this was pre cell phones.
Right.
And I sit down on the steps and I get that feeling and I'm like, what the hell? So I just turn around and I look and it had the glass doors and then the glass, right?
Right.
And I look and here is a woman standing there inside, right up, almost up to the glass. All I can see is her shadow because there's no lights on in there. And the lights from the store, you know, weren't shining in there. And I look at that and I'm like, what in the hell? I thought it was Bonnie, you know, who managed it. And I thought it was her. And I'm like, Bonnie? And I thought to myself, that is not Bonnie's. I could have stood up and walked away. And I told her about it later. And she goes, yeah. She goes, she named her. I don't remember what she named. She says, people see her all the time.
Really?
Crazy.
Never heard anything about I don't ever remember getting a weird vibe when I was out there though either.
You never got a hold of any bad stuff then?
What's that?
I said you never got a hold of any of the bad stuff then.
Well, no, I did, but that
there's a lot of history gone when that place
what year
went.
was that?
God dang, it must have been.
The building came down in 2000.
I got back from Florida. It was about 2004, 5, 6.
It couldn't have been. It burned down in 2000.
Or okay, then it was before I went to Florida. Because I didn't get back from Florida until 2003. So it did burn in 2000.
Burned in June of July 2000.
Yeah, you're right. It was when Dave was still around. My buddy. It was probably about 98, 99 at the latest.
Wow. Okay. Wild.
When did the Mongolian Grill close down?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, when did they stop being the Mongolian Grill?
I don't remember, and that was another one of my clubs.
I worked there too.
Get out.
And
We're gonna have to have a conversation off of here because that's a trip. I didn't know we worked the same venues.
What were you doing? Were you DJing?
Yeah. Yeah, I had Retro Mongo for quite a while. Wow.
Mango.
Some of the best Mongolian food in town.
Yum, sounds good.
The way they did it, it was, oh my God, it was good.
Lord. Anyway, okay, well, we're not getting anything accomplished other than getting hungry.
It's fun to listen.
I felt like we did.
Yeah, but Diggler's about ready to fall out here, though. So
you know what? I have to be at the polling place at 4 a.m. So.
Oh, do you? Well, this is a great sacrifice on your part, then.
Oh,
polling place. Which one?
Sweet. Thank you for your service.
What?
What?
I said that's so sweet. Thank you for your service.
Oh yeah, we work every election.
Who is that?
My wife and I.
Okay.
Dang, everyone that I've seen that I think
when
might
I'm not in the bathroom.
possibly real, it has a nose, and that guy's got no nose. It's like a fastback face.
But look at but
okay, but there have been these
Go for it.
There have been these man apes seen as well that I don't believe are Sasquatch. That looks like more of one of those to me than a Dogman or Sasquatch.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
It looks like a cryptid, and it does not look like a mask. It does not look like a costume.
I don't think it's a mask at all.
It looks mad.
I saw the eyebrows. It looks.
Yep. Or at least
we don't know when this was, and this was California.
Yeah.
It's at least 3 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old. Okay. I've seen it.
But what
so
I
note to self and note to self.
Champ.
Well, note to self, it was the California border, Northern California. They do smoke a lot of really heavy skunk. So I'm just
well, they grow a lot of really heavy stuff.
I'm just saying everything in perspective, just throwing it out.
I got you.
They're all stoned and tripping.
What was that?
I don't think the cameras get high.
I said they're all stoned and they're all tripping.
That's right. Stormy, what did you say?
Well, I said I don't think the cameras get high, but I think that thing could definitely be a cryptid. Maybe we're just trying to put a name on it that we don't have yet.
What was that?
I've seen some weird stuff.
The white.
And it was not necessarily.
But the white was that like a
that was
color,
like the
like
gums,
a spot?
Gums and teeth, I think.
Okay, all right.
That's what
Oh,
it
yeah,
looked
no,
like
that
to
was
me.
a-
Gum
yeah.
teeth, gums, teeth, tongue.
Okay, because
It's
that
a
didn't,
black and white. So
right, gotcha. It didn't
Something
move
about
at
now
all.
that
Yeah.
this is kind of
That's what I said.
to touch on what Oz said though. If you look up, our face takes on kind of a different appearance than it would if you were looking at it straight on. Now, that's not to say that your nose disappears, but at the same time, though, it's a different angle and it's a different perspective. And so I think it's legitimate.
let me
Plus-
see it again. so
Plus
make
it's
a face.
two-dimensional for us because we're just seeing it on a screen, you know?
Right.
Very true.
Well, I don't want
But
to
if I mean, okay, I don't believe I'm doing this.
what?
It's gonna show us an
Well, hey,
example.
where'd your nose go,
How
Stormy?
much different do I look?
Okay, well, hang on. Let me see.
I don't know, but I can almost see down your shirt. Careful.
I need to make a face. There's nothing to see down.
What the fuck ever?
See, this is why I'm gonna be.
But it's a different angle though, and it does.
That cryptid's got a great
And
rack.
it does. Shut your face. Jeez.
Ah,
Oh my gosh! So
Hi.
general consensus, legitimate.
I say it's fake. I'm gonna go fake. It's the mouth. The mouth is just too white. It's got too much of a moon shape, too perfect.
This
That's
is like the first time we've ever come to like 4 different conclusions. That's
I know.
which is
Say that.
good.
I know.
Which
I
is
love
good.
it.
Which is very
Yeah.
good.
Hey, it's America, so you know.
Not for long. Not for
last
long.
week.
And I'm the oldest,
And I'm
so I get
usually
to be
real
right.
quick to say fake, 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 fake.
Oh,
But this one I'm not sure.
Yeah. Well, and it doesn't help with that kind of eerie music in the background either.
Right. I know, right?
Right. Because then I automatically go, you know, of course it's
If you were playing the entertainer in the background.
right.
If I'm going to post something that I think is legitimate and I saw it with my own 2 eyes, I'm not going to put in the background.
Okay. Now this one is interesting, and I don't have dates on this one, but this is a little bit longer. I don't know. We'll talk about it after we see this.
Yeah, I was just thinking of that one. Looks a lot like Harry.
Oh,
He's pissed off.
yeah. Oh, sniff, sniff.
That's the second bravest man on the planet right there standing in front of him.
You think?
Or stupidest.
Yeah.
Fine line.
Holy Moses. Oh, weird.
You can, I can start breaking this down right now. I don't know.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wow. This is convincing.
They've got the vocal.
Oh, but those vocals didn't match up.
I mean, because it sounds like he's really, really loud. See how you can hear the cage, but when he's going, and that's a dud. Yeah, he was just yelling there, so they've changed the soundtrack.
Jeez.
Okay. Let's hear some opinions on that one.
Saw that a while back, and I never said. I mean, it's very, very, very good effects. If somebody's faked that, it's very good. I have to give them daps. But I don't know. I never came to a conclusion on it. It looks about as real as I would expect it to be. I mean, it's about exactly what I would expect real to be.
Right. Now this is my only take on it. If this is legitimate, if that thing didn't actually if it died, it would be in captivity. But if that thing if this is legitimate, where is it?
Okay. Well, I believe in them, and I believe that the government has captured them. I believe that there has been interaction many times. We don't know nothing about it because they're dicks and they don't tell us.
So you think there's actually maybe some in captivity?
I don't know that that's the case. I mean, would the government really? I mean, because they've dealt with them. They keep it under wraps. The things are coming out, but they're coming out at the pace that they want it to come out at. Now, would they let these guys post that on the internet and with full belief that nobody will ever really take it seriously? Would they? Because if it was real, somebody's going to be able to point that out in an unquestionable manner sooner or later.
somebody went to I think somebody went to a lot of effort on that one, if that's not real.
It seems like it was part of something. I don't know if I don't know. I can't remember. I have a good memory. It's just really
It's a pretty
short.
deep mystery, I think. So that's pretty much all my take is on it.
Okay. And you're right. I mean, there's, I just was reading something a little while ago, how adamant they are online about saying that Bigfoot isn't real. Just there is no such thing. This is a legendary creature. It's all mythology. It doesn't exist, because that's still what the scientists on the whole believe. And if there are more of them that do believe that he does exist, or that they do exist, they're still a little bit quiet about it. Why, I don't know, because the amount of legitimate sightings are over the top. And what's wild is that the amount of footage of legitimate sightings is over the top right now. And there was something, and I finally got a chance to do a little bit of research on it, but I can't peg it down to what tribe it was. But it's a Native American prophecy that says when the sightings of Bigfoot increases, when they are seen more than ever before, it heralds a sign of the end times, according to their religion or their spiritual views. And I just thought that was really interesting, but I don't like to take things out of context and don't like to quote stuff that I don't have some kind of a resource to share. So I had to do a little bit of research and see if I could find it. I'm still in the process of that, but I think that's interesting, if for no other reason than that almost kind of explains why so many. Because, the Patterson-Gimlin film at this point in time is so archaic and so outdated, but it also happens to be probably more than any other video footage of anything else in the entire world, the most viewed video footage, not just online, but even from back in the day, the most viewed video footage of all time. Like, people see that footage and they know what they're looking at, whether it exists or not. Are you familiar with that, Party?
No, I'm not.
1968, Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin were up in Bluff Creek or Willow Creek, California, and videotaped not even 60 seconds worth of the most, at that point in time, the most famous Bigfoot. It's the one where he falls off the horse and it's against the tree line, and the female Bigfoot is walking away, and she looks back over her shoulder and then disappears in the tree line.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
I didn't know where it was from. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that and for years that has stood as like the one and primary example, but they've dissected that and researched it. Once they were able to stabilize that a few years ago, you could actually see it without it being all shaky, and you could just watch it smoothly as this thing walks off into the woods. And what's interesting is that so many people thought that was a hoax, and it looks almost identical to so many of these other creatures that are being caught on film now. They couldn't have reproduced that costume. They just couldn't. And there's different little variations on it. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know what my point was, other than the fact that, sightings are over the top. Let me just, let's kind of like steer this. Law Dog, what are your observations on the amount of sightings these days?
I did a little research before the podcast. In Thurston County, where you're located at in Washington State, there wasn't many sightings. The last really credible ones were in the late 70s, like 79. But recently, April 2024, a Class A sighting, 2 pedestrians encounter Sasquatch 3 miles south of Little Rock near the Black River, not too far from where I used to live. February 2024, Class A sighting, which of course is the highest grade. Multiple witnesses daylight sighting of Bigfoot along Power Line Route north of Centralia. And then June 2017, Class B, couple here repeated vocalizations while canoeing on lake near Lacey. So I think they're getting more frequent.
Really?
We're starting to see, if you're paying attention on the internet, you're starting to see a lot of these signs of allegedly marking territories where you see like these huge trees. And when I say trees, I talk saplings. Like you and I couldn't move them over, but and I'm making kind of a cross X with my hands here for those listening on the radio, where the trees are like marking the territory, right, where they've come together up top, and some pine, for lack of a better term, these pine dens, like almost like little teepee, but with pine tree branches all around, where something could like secrete itself down below. in it and stay out of the weather. So I think we're seeing a lot more of these now with the advent of cell phone cameras that are, the Atlas world is in our pockets now with these cell phone cameras, and almost every camera has one. And I think it's really fascinating starting to see these. And I think we're real close. We're real on the cusp of getting some good footage, not the grainy, shaky. I mean, when you see something like that, your heart rate's going to go, your adrenaline's going to go. It's going to be hard to stay still. But I think we're going to really start seeing some good footage here coming out in the next couple of years.
And I think you're totally right on. Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know what I'd do. I honestly still think that I'd crap myself.
Oh,
Seriously,
man.
I just don't know that I don't know that I would know. I don't know that and just like how a lot of people are, I don't know if this doesn't relay to your way of thinking.
Yeah.
It's like you're seeing something that you've been told is not true, even if you believe in it, and then to actually see it. I'm reminded of like the Santa Claus with the M&M guys. Oh, they do it,
right.
and they all fall. Yeah. Right.
I mean, think about it though. I mean, in many cultures, even in over in the East Asia region in China, there's Gigantopithecus. It's big, 8-foot tall ape-like creatures that have been found. In North America, if you're paying attention to shows like In Search Of, they've found giant burial mounds with 8-foot, 9-foot bones in them, right? But those, when they get sent to the Smithsonian, seem to miraculously disappear and never reappear, right? There's a story in Afghanistan during the Afghanistan war in the early zeros. When I say zeros, I mean 2000s, where a group of soldiers came across a cave high up in the Afghan mountains, and a spear came out of one of those and killed a soldier, and then they attacked the creature, killed it, allegedly again, this is a story, but I've seen several versions of it, that a helicopter comes in a giant net and they secrete the body away. So I think that there is, for lack of a better term, a missing link or something. They're constantly finding new old ancient ape forms, right, in our human branch. And I don't think it's too hard to think that there's an ancient civilization of giant creatures somewhere along the human evolutionary path that have just kind of gone by the wayside. I mean, look at the Amazon rainforest, for instance. Again, regions of China that have never been explored, where they have this Gigantopithecus bones that have been found years ago, and now
they're gonna all of them,
Göbekli
right?
Tepe over in Turkey.
Yeah, the springs are here. They have to come here to get the minerals out of the springs because they're not getting. I'll go back to it. They're not getting their nutrients like they used to get. So everything's having to go to the same central location to get their water, their nutrients, and their food. So if we followed the elk, we might even get a site. You know what I'm saying? Find a sighting location. Yeah. Ooh, watch me go on a tangent. See, I could get wound up.
Yeah. No, I love it. I totally dig it because I think we're all on the same page. And Fury has been talking, Stormy has been talking about wanting to do like if she could, an overnighter kind of thing. And it's like, I don't know if I would push it that much, but it's like, I don't know. It sounds to me like that could be the ideal setting. I'll tell you, the first wood knock that I heard, or the first trees like that I saw, I would know that we were in the right area.
Yeah, don't run off.
There's the Delphi campsite. Hey, Waddell Creek is right out there. Waddell Creek has a nice campground. I mean,
they're all closed right now, though.
No, we don't think any of us wants to be like cold weather campers. I think this could be a segment we could do later in summer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we could do it comfortable enough. We wouldn't. I mean, you'd be cold if you went outside, but only until you got up to the campfire.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a big bug fan, so I like a good campfire.
You'd be surprised how many less bugs there are up there than there is down here, honestly.
Where?
Oh my God.
In the woods?
Mosquitoes, you get around water, you're going to find mosquitoes, but that's summertime too.
Right.
Yeah, no, I head up there every now and again, and I seem to have really good luck at finding the spot that has all of the mosquitoes.
All the bugs.
I pop my ass down, and then I'm like, oh my God, I got to get out of here.
Yeah, and there's nothing worse than having to sit there and fight those little suckers off.
No.
This is good though, because I think that we have seriously totally formulated what our next excursion is going to be. And even if it were a matter You know, because it's not just a matter that you go out one day and you see Sasquatch and, you know, it's like, okay, mark that one off. It's an ongoing thing, you know?
Yeah.
So, but I think though too, having people that are, first of all, having a group of people, because everybody's going to see different things and somebody's going to catch something that maybe the rest don't, but also having people that know what they're looking for or know what to look for will make a big difference. So that's good. So cool. Kind of staying on the same frame, and there again, I'm kind of bummed that Ernest the Lion didn't show up tonight, but that's all right. I'll see if he's going to be available tomorrow. But I want to know from both of you. So I'll start with Party. I just want to know if somebody were to ask you, what is Bat Squatch, or what do you know about Bat Squatch? And if you don't know anything about Bat Squatch, what would you guess just from the name alone?
Okay, so I guess I would, since I don't know anything, my guess would be that it would have to be a giant bat that is maybe fuzzy, overly large, and maybe has feet that look more toward, you know, like Sasquatch feet rather than bat feet. Maybe it's just a little meatier, chunkier kind of thing. And I'm sure, like I said, definitely has to be large. I mean, because
Right.
Sasquatch is big, right? So
Right.
that would be my guess. Best
Okay.
guess.
Okay, and good. And before I do any kind of reveal, Oz, what do you know about Bat Squatch?
Really, honestly, the only thing I know about Bat Squatch is it's kind of purplish, tall, can hover without flapping its wings in one spot. And there's a documented sighting by the former mayor of Yum. So I was going to say,
Right.
you may run that by your buddy who's from Yum that didn't make it out tonight, and see if he knows of that.
Yeah, I'll bounce that off of him, because I would think that if anybody would know, because he's been out in Yelm for a while, I would think that he would be aware of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, and for the audience, and we'll go into it more at some point when Ernest the Lion is on with us, but Bat Squatch was first reported shortly around the time and shortly after the Mount St. Helens eruption in 1980. Yeah. And what the general feeling is that the eruption actually woke something up, and that this thing was probably dormant prior to that, and has actually been seen around both Mount St. Helens around the time of the eruption and after, but also down in California at Mount Shasta. There's supposedly been sightings of something comparable down there as well. To a degree, it could almost be misinterpreted as like a Mothman kind of cryptid, just because of the physical outlay or outline of it. But you're right, though. I mean, as far, and you guys both like definitely got what?
I'm sorry. I need to correct something real quick before it gets left this way. That it's Mothman that I'm talking about, that the Yum mayor reported. I'm sorry about that. My apologies.
Okay.
Never mind.
Sasquatch. It could be the same thing, though. You know, I'm thinking along the same lines.
Not, you know, a cryptid is a cryptid is a cryptid. Well, no, not really.
Yeah.
Sorry, cryptid fans. No, that's not the deal. Okay, so it was Mothman. Okay, well, yeah. So that there is a big difference.
Well, unless you said your thing could be mistaken for Mothman at Shasta, so maybe there's a correlation, huh?
And because not only that, but I'm sure that there can be more than one unknown creature of any kind, you know, at any one area. I mean, even Sasquatch and aliens have been seen in close proximity.
Hook, line, and sinker.
It's very bizarre.
And nobody would know. Just in the dark and room.
That would be a nice combination.
But it's not.
No.
Hi, everyone. This is Amanda Jane from Forget Me Not, and you're listening to Neo Retro FM.
Also this Saturday, it's one of our newest editions.
We were talking about how, the world is just this tiny place that gives us an opportunity to live and exist. And I think the phenomenon of life is the universe experiencing itself and becoming aware of itself. And the only way to do that is for interaction, for it to interact with itself. So we're basically like a vehicle for the universe, whatever that may be, to become aware of itself. And that's why we feel that great need to look and explore. And it's like the universe is figuring itself out. It's really strange thinking about it like that. But.
And all the different dynamics that go into that. I mean, countless. It's mind blowing, is what it is. But when you're talking up the 60 miles, that's quite a ways.
Yeah. And they're 260, I believe.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, 60 miles is the edge of space, man. Edge.
So I wonder if space is flat or if it's perforated. I know it's perforated, probably.
Space is ether. It's dark matter. It's not. It's like a vacuum, but it's actually just a negative. It's another formation of. This is my own theory, just from reading, but I think of it as, 98% of space is made up of dark matter, and for instance, the Voyager is detecting ion particles. The space is actually getting denser. We think of it as a complete vacuum out there, but it's not. There are particles here and there, especially photons themselves are particles, and they're everywhere, permeating all directions. So space isn't empty, it's just
right.
And it's all directions. There's no up or down, left or right. We just constructed those things here using our earthbound sense of direction. I mean, you can make a Cosmo map, but even still, I mean, I would doubt its accuracy, because we're using perspective and lasers and saying, well, this is how far it is, and it's not an exact science at all.
Right.
We're finding out newer, bigger stars that we couldn't even think it would exist. Like there's one, I can't remember the name of it. It's like 1 million times bigger than our sun. Just
okay. Well, and the cancel culture has also attacked our solar system, because Pluto is no longer a planet. We canceled that one out.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Watch out, but the other 8.
There is Planet X out there somewhere.
Yeah.
That's what they say, anyways. Well, there's actual scientific evidence for that too. There's the way that the outer rim is being. There's like a bubbling effect every once in a while, and they think that the only way that could happen is if a really gigantic object out there, like Jupiter size, is pulling on it.
Really?
The rest of the galaxy, yeah, or not the galaxy, the solar system,
galaxy, solar system, universe. As you're talking about that, it amazes me, because if you look at it that way, that in all that vastness, in all that massiveness, and you take it down to one small ball, one small speck called Earth. And then even that, you take it a little bit further, and how fate would allow certain individuals and certain people to cross paths in their lifetime. And, it's like, and when we met 2 years ago, that's kind of how I felt, and so to watch you guys get where you're going, man, it's been a fun run, and totally appreciate you. So what I want to do, actually, we'll take this out with one of your tracks, which video, You guys haven't done much in the way of like full on videos, have you yet? Not.
We got footsteps of the painted one, but we need to do some more. They're expensive, man.
Oh, you think? Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's not just like going out with the camera phone and taking some
you're
shots.
not going to get nothing with that. You got to have some pros behind you. We had Dave, man. He was worth every dollar, but we just don't have it until we start moving this album.
Right. Okay, so what we'll do though, let's still take it out with a song. What song should we go out with of yours?
Oh man, do you have Trust?
Yeah, but you just played it though, so I won't want to do that.
Okay, one that you haven't. One Day Closer to Tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. That's one of my faves. So I think I had that on every playlist on the station for a while.
Oh, sick.
Oh, yeah.
I love that song.
Okay, how about one last, I'm sorry, go ahead.
One last thought on our conversation.
Please.
You had a little spark there. We were talking about how, the world is just this tiny place that gives us an opportunity to live and exist. And I think the phenomenon of life is the universe experiencing itself and becoming aware of itself. And the only way to do that is for interaction, for it to interact with itself. So we're basically like a vehicle for the universe, whatever that may be, to become aware of itself. And that's why we feel that great need to look and explore. And it's like the universe is figuring itself out. It's really strange thinking about it like that.
And all the different dynamics that go into that. I mean, countless, it's mind blowing is what it is.
They call me Captain Cuddly.
Oh, gosh. Did I pass out or something?
I was kidding.
What I expect of those senior enlisted or senior I can't even think of what I'm thinking of. Them officers.
The officers, right? Yeah, them officers there.
Here we go. All right. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I found a video about Buzz Aldrin in Antarctica.
Okay.
So that's not the same clip. That's not the one you were referring to, is it?
Me?
Yeah, Tammy 2.0.
It was a tweet.
Oh, I thought it. Oh, okay. So they didn't catch him on video. Tell Diggler and Dizzy about that you told me about what he said as far as Antarctica.
Okay, so it was, I can't remember the year, but it was during the Obama administration. A bunch of heads of state like John Kerry, the Clintons, the Obamas, the Russian like Archbishop or something, and the Pope, I believe the Pope was there, all got together in Antarctica. And Buzz Aldrin was also there. And when Buzz Aldrin was in the hospital, he tweeted out that he saw the most terrifying thing he's ever, and then soon it's gone. I don't.
Being down there. God, when they were showing the pictures of John Glenn and him next year, I swear it looked like
when it got to that part of the house and went up over the house, actually the computer stood up, turned around to the back window of the bedroom, and you could see the shadow of whatever this was flying over the hill to the back of the house.
Everyone wants to go out and look around. We came in last night. The last little bit was on some train tracks.
I'll tell you. I said, I'm the first one up. The guides have not come back to get us yet, and I'm just bored, and I want to go look around, but there's nowhere to go. They said don't leave until we come back, and so we're just stuck here. So we're waiting for these guides to come back, and that's what's happening. I'm the only one up right at this moment because you can't sleep. It's terrible, but yeah, that's.
Well, that had to be extremely surreal.
I thought for sure that I would be creeped out in some kind of Blair Witch fashion that I had never been creeped out before, And I don't know if I was so focused on, oh my God, this is happening, or I was so exhausted, but it never even entered my mind. And, you know, literally it's about as alone and as far out there as I've ever been.
Okay.
I've been by myself and I've been different, you know, but I knew there was a little crew with us. And
right.
I mean, I was just worried about getting caught.
Possibly, or it might be you talking somewhere. I'm not sure. Let's see. Here we go. And
All right, going into another school.
Okay, so this is our first trip out, and this is a school. We've looked at some other stuff. This is a school we're going into here.
You'll have to point the guy out that was throwing up everywhere.
All right.
So we can make fun of him as we go.
Yeah, his name's Callum.
Callum?
Callum. So that's Tom right there. That's Callum's buddy.
Oh, okay.
The guy straight ahead is Simon. He's from the Netherlands, and he did great. He was great.
Which one had their mom pack their lunch for?
I think Tom that you just saw.
Okay.
I mean, we don't know that for sure, but.
No, but we can say that, though.
Yeah, that's the guide right there. So this was like a elementary school.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like, I think it's like 3 floors, maybe it was kindergarten through 3rd grade, possibly is what we thought. Maybe more.
And the government has just shut this city up, and that's the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah. At first, they thought they were going to maybe preserve it, try to bring people back in there, but that never happened. And they just really don't want anybody going there, and they're just kind of letting it. I mean, this is kind of how every building is. There's not a lot of stuff left. They went in like removing asbestos. They went in and removed as much contaminated stuff.
To start this article about the monoliths over, if I may.
Yeah, thank you.
This is an interesting story at any rate, since you guys brought it up earlier. Okay, so we're starting again. Monoliths have dominated social media chatter over the past several weeks after the first one appeared and then disappeared in a remote part of southeastern Utah. In the weeks following its discovery, another monolith appeared and disappeared in Romania, and yet another appeared in California. The origins of the monoliths remain a mystery, making the structures the latest subject of worldwide fascination. Since the first sighting, people have begun to theorize about the phenomenon. Are these structures part of a well-orchestrated prank? Are they a message from alien civilizations? Are they perhaps an homage to Stanley Kubrick's 1968 film 2001: A Space Odyssey, which features a series of monoliths? Their purpose might not be quite as celestial. The structures might just be part of an elaborate marketing stunt. Most recently, the Most Famous Artist, which is the name of an artist collective founded by Maddie Moe, became part of the mythos around the monoliths after it announced that it would be selling them for $45,000 each, suggesting that it may have been responsible for starting the monolith craze. Here's a timeline of all the appearances, disappearances, and events surrounding the curious objects. The first one was discovered in Utah on November 18th. According to a statement, the crew of a Utah Department of Public Safety Aero Bureau helicopter spotted the first monolith on November 18th in southeastern Utah while helping the Department of Wildlife Resources count bighorn sheep. The crew spotted the object and landed to investigate, the statement says. Crew members found the nearly 12-foot tall monolith, quote, installed in the ground in a remote area of red rock, unquote, with no clear indication of its origin. At the time, the Utah Department of Public Safety did not publicly disclose the location of the monolith, stating that, quote, there is a significant possibility that those who attempt to visit may become stranded and require rescue, unquote, since it was located in a remote area. The structure was installed illegally on public land, according to a statement from the U.S. Bureau of Land Management. On November 24th, the Bureau of Land Management joked about the monolith's speculated extraterrestrial origins. Quote, using, occupying, or developing the public lands or their resources without a required authorization is illegal no matter what planet you are from, unquote, the Bureau tweeted. Let's see. Insider reported that the monolith appeared between summer 2015 and fall 2016. Insider reporters Haven Orecchio, Erigzitz, and Aylin Woodward reported that, based on Google Earth imagery, the monolith appeared to have been erected sometime between August 2015 and October 2016. The timing muddles one popular theory regarding the monolith's origin. Some hypothesize that it was created by the late sculptor John McCracken, who died in 2011. There is still no indication of where the structure may have come from. The monolith was removed on November 27th. The U.S. Bureau of Land Management said in a statement that an unknown party at the time removed the monolith in Utah on November 27th, adding that the agency itself had not removed the structure. In a Facebook post, the Bureau said the monolith is private property despite it residing on public land. The Bureau also said the local sheriff's office was responsible for investigating crimes or incidents on private property. Base jumper and extreme sports YouTuber Andy Lewis posted a 23-second video on November 1st claiming to show himself and his team dismantling and removing the monolith. In a statement to Grit Daily News, Lewis and Sylvan Christensen, who both take credit, say they and the others had removed the monolith because it was drawing visitors who were ruining the natural landscape. According to USA Today, Lewis and his gang advocate a leave no trace philosophy toward engaging with nature. Leave no trace is a set of best practices to enjoy and protect natural environments. Their account aligns with that of photographer Ross Bernard's, who in a post said he witnessed a group of 4 men removing the monolith that night. A photo he posted to Instagram matches the video posted by Lewis. Okay, a second monolith appeared in Romania on November 27th. The day the Utah monolith disappeared, a second monolith appeared on Batka Doamne, a hill close to the town of Piatra Neamt. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly, N-E-A-M-T. Romanian news outlet Ziar Piatra Neamt reported. The two structures are strikingly similar, but there are a few differences. Both structures were reported to be about 3 meters or nearly 10 feet tall. But the Romanian monolith was covered in circles, while the one found in Utah was smooth. And then there was a video posted by ABC News that shows the monolith in more detail. It's unclear where this monolith came from. Andre Carabilia, the mayor of Piatra Neamt, joked that it may have extraterrestrial origins in a statement on Facebook. Piatra Neamt hosts a mysterious object. He wrote, "My guess is that some naughty and terrifying alien teenagers have left home with their parents' UFOs and started planting metal monoliths around the world, first in Utah, and then in Piatra Neamt. I'm honored that they..."
Hey, DJ Dinosaur. Hi, Sean. This is Saffron from Republica. Thank you so much from the UK for playing my song Ready to Go. DJ Phoenix Darren, I'm doing an interview with him, and he's told me that you used my song for your anthem. Thank you so much.
Awesome.